Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we're going to work on the GI. We're going to be pulling this board off because it's clearly got hacks on it, where somebody worked on it and messed with it and burned stuff up. So we need to take that board out because this Molex connector, let me flip this lens up so I can see. This Molex connector right here, I will show you closer, and this one are all burned up. So first we're going to have to do is take this tape off, because this connector is kind of, they put a generic doodad connector on here, so we will have to get this tape off so we can unplug it. Let's just cut that stuff off. When you're cutting this off, make sure you leave it plugged in so you can really zap your ass good. No, do not leave it plugged in. I unplugged it already. Yeah, whenever I'm doing stuff like this, I unplug the game. I automatically unplug it. And if I'm doing work for a long time, I will usually wrap the cord up. And this one I'm trying to be really careful and cut it, and it's not working, so no, that's not Corona. I'm going to be just unwrapping it. Oh, and if we want to get a date stamp here, it is November 15th. So all you people that like to know what date stamp is. So this is pretty idiot proof the way they did it. I can't plug that in wrong because all the wires match. And I can't plug it in wrong because these are half circles and those are circles. So you can't even get it in that way. And then the same with this one. We will need to get that through there and unplug this one too. And that will have to come through there. Alright, I already went through and made a video of all of these connectors and how they plug in. I suggest you do the exact same. Unless you're an expert and you're just watching my videos for a good laugh, you don't need to know where this stuff goes. But I went through just before I made this video, and I told myself where everything went and how it went, and how this goes here and that goes there, and how this tucks in there and that tucks in there. So I did that. And now screws, I hate that when they work on stuff and don't put all the screws back in, because then when you pull on it, you feel like you're going to snap the board in half. We're almost unplugged. Big fat juicy one right here. I'm guessing that's all the power coming into it. And this is separate now. That's separate now. Alright, I'm not using my power screwdriver on that one because I just can't get into a good position where I trust myself with it. And like I've said in the past, I don't recommend using power screwdrivers on boards, but you just watched my video with the display and noticed I did. But like that I had real easy control over. So that's the reason why I did it. These, I'm on a weird angle. I don't feel comfortable using them. I need to go to a hardware store and buy some more of these screws too. I can see this machine's missing. I'm just going to buy a box of them. What I do is I take these screws and I just go into the hardware store and match them up. Ace Hardware. Ace is a place with the helpful hardware man. I know they changed that jingle to be politically correct, but I grew up with the hardware man, so that's who it is. What do we got here? One more, I believe, in the corner. Sorry for blocking your view. Yeah, it's one more because the whole board just moved. Sorry for blocking your view, but it's the only way I can get my butt in there. And for that display that we just did, I just did advise the customer to get a new board. So I don't know if he will or not. That is entirely up to him. By the way the board looked, I did not trust it anymore. Oh my goodness, what is this all hooked into? That goes. So they routed these wires back through and through. See, this is hack. That's just hack shit job. Look at that. That's just hack shit job. So with this we'll be ordering new Molex connectors. You see the hack job. I don't know if we can, but yeah, just soldered them right to the board. So we will be correcting that. And then these are soldered right to the board too. Hopefully that will all work. So in magical time we will be working on this. As of right now I don't have any Molex connectors, so I cannot work on this right now. But the way these are connected, I'm just going to connect them right back exact same way. I figure out what wire this white one, this orange one goes to through this harness and put a Molex on it and then so forth. Yeah, that wire is all nice and burnt and crispy. And that one went to GI power to insert, power to lower playfield. Geez, I wonder if that was their issue. Don't know. But anyways, I gotta take this apart. Well, I got it apart. I will leave it like this, and I will be ordering new Molex connectors, and then we will get, there's GI input. We will be looking this over and find out why it's not working. So let's stop the video here and let's get those parts ordered, and then we'll be right back. Today we're working on this interconnect board for the Williams Taxi. We're going to be removing two of these hacks, this whole wire mess here on this side and this wire mess. So these two hacks will be gone, and then I have to replace this connector right here because this one pin has no continuity on it. Well, it does if you scratch it, but I noticed the connector is burned inside, so we have to connect it. And that is J9, which is pin number 1. And that pin number 1 goes actually to fuse number 4. So let's put my continuity tester on it. There's a J91, goes to F4. See if I get it in certain spots, you don't hear the beep. See, I'm just rolling it up and down. There's like this side right here, nothing really. Well, I'm scratching it now, so I'm getting it, but look. You can hear me tap it. Now if I tap it near the bottom where there's no corrosion. So we're going to remove that connector. You could clean this, but it's been damaged inside the Molex connector too. So I'm just going to replace this whole connector here. Just going to remove all the hacks on this board, really. Just because. I'm going to do this connector here on video, and the rest of these I will just do off video. So what all I'm going to do is get this board upside down and desolder all these wires here. It's going to be fun. I might have to add new solder to this just to get it to go. There we go. Where's my solder? Let's just add solder to all these. New solder. There. Which makes it easier to desolder for some reason. And that other one we're going to have to get from the other side. Going to clean the crap off of it. My solder sucker. That was a glop and a half. Oops, I hit the wrong button. That one really plugged it up. We're going to have to pop this apart. Get my chunks out of there. This is just a cheap solder sucker you can get off eBay. Where'd that hunk go now? There it goes. Look at that. Suck that right out. I'm going to have to use desoldering super wick. You can use that to get your solder off. It's just like a copper weave, and it will just suck the solder right into it. kind of a pain, but it does the job. Just remember, I'm not a big pro at this. So your results may vary compared to mine. I don't claim to be a pro. I'm just a guy that's fixing games for people and myself. Let's get that off. Okay, here's my sucker. Just another day. Get that junk out of there. Another day. Now, see if we can get these pins out. Alright, we got that connector out. Let's flip her over. And we'll have to pull that out from the other side. There we go. Connector's free. Now what we will have to do, where's my solder stuff? We'll have to clean all these connectors off. And get them all nice and clean again. It's going to be a tedious, fun job. So why don't I just do this off camera? You can see kind of how I'm doing it. This is just soaking up all the copper. I mean, solder. That beeping is my multimeter saying I'm on, nobody's doing anything with me. But yeah, you can see how they're coming clean. And then we'll put a new pin in it. So I'm going to pause this, I'm going to clean these off, and then we're going to come back and put the new connector in. Alright, we got the new connector in. So let's get soldering. Let me get this cleaned off. That one, the pad lifted off on after I got it cleaned. That was one of the hacked wires. So we're going to have to run a jumper on that one. Alright, that one we got to run a jumper from there to wherever J95 hooks up. We'll have to look in a schematic on that. But yeah, it came right up. I was kind of expecting some of them to loosen up after cleaning, but we'll get that attached. So now let's get these pads attached. I'm going to use, let's get all this junk out of my way first. There we go. I'm just going to use this, little pieces of this to join them together. Whenever you get some burned hack job where this board did have some serious issues, the pads can be a issue where they do come up. And on this one, it was an issue. So we will put that right there so we can join these two together. You can use a jumper or whatever you want, but this works great because it fills up with solder, it wicks together, and it joins them together. Now these two I gotta join together and then run a jumper on them. This is the last one. So I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to get a jumper wire out of my stash in the back. We'll figure out where those pins go. And I'm going to run a jumper wire after I replace this. So let's get this off. How about this? I'm going to do all these connectors off camera, and then once I get them all done, then we'll run the jumper from there to there. I have to solder a wire on there, but I have to take this off first before I can run a jumper on it. So I think we're gonna just remove that first, and then put the connectors on, and then put the new jumper on. So I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna get my jumper out, and I'm gonna remove these, put new ones in, and then we'll go through and do the jumper. I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, we're back. I got this all fixed now. It was a jumper nightmare. It had a couple pads that were bad on it. So I had to jumper this to here, and the direct pad that goes under 4 right here went to here, which is for the pad here went to here. Okay, but most of that pad was missing when I took it off, so it couldn't connect to that. And then that also connects to 5, so we got that back working correctly again. And this pad, which was gone, is now connected back up, which was which lifted off there and tore away, so there was nothing I could do about it, because the way that was all soldered, they just had it baked royally. So let's go back over to schematics again, so we can see this is right. J1 will connect to J7-10. Alright. And J6-2 goes to J9-6, J9-5-6, and J10-10. Alright, we're set on that. J3 and 4, which is right here, we'll follow J3 first, goes to, to J6, 3 and 4. We're going to follow that first, and that goes to J9-4, which is here, and which goes to J7-9, which is here. See, none of these other ones light up except for that one. Now this 4 and 5 will light up, because right here, now J6-4 goes to J9-5, which is here. But for some reason on this, it says J9-5 is a key, but I really think I read it wrong, and it says J9-3 is a key. So we got that corrected. J9-3 is nothing. So we're all set there. Now let's go to J6-6 and 7. We'll go to fuse 1, and it will go to J7-8, which is here, and J6-7 will go to fuse 2, and go to J9-7. That's 6, that's 7. Wait, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And J10-9. J10, where's 10 now? J10-9. Alright. Now we're going to go to J6, 8, and 9, which is right here. We're going to go to fuse 4. Fuse 3. Oh, never mind. Yeah. J6-9 should go to fuse 4, but it's not. Alright, let's figure out why it's not going to 9. Or is it? That's the last thing we got to figure out, why we are not going to 9. Okay, that's working there. Oh, I remember that pad Okay, we're going to have to jumper. Half this pad on 9 was gone. So apparently it didn't make the cut. So we're going to have to jumper 9 to fuse 4. And that will be here to here. So we're going to have to get another jumper that long and hook them up. So I forgot about that last pad. Let's get a jumper going to there, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're at Jumper City. Okay, let's go back. Now we got 8 and 9 again. 8 goes to fuse 3. And what is that? J9 2? Right? And J92 goes to J7-7. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Now J6-9, which we're on right there, goes to F4. And F4 goes to J9-1. So we're all set again. 1 and 2 are connected through 8 and 9. Which is weird. And then J7-7, which is J7, is connected. So this board's all fixed, jumpered up. There's my jumper job. Rude and crude, but it's gonna do the trick. It's just as good as the traces. It's just, you know, the traces are all done in the assembly line and everything. But this is all good. I've done it before, jumpered stuff, and never ever had an issue. So I've seen other people jumper stuff. I got my original Stern Flight 2000 board. It's got jumpers all over it. There's jumper hacks that you do on those original MPUs that you do for power and stuff like that. So this jumper is just replacing the broken trace that's on the board. So what I'm going to do now is get my toothbrush. This is my cousin Marvin's toothbrush, and clean off this board. No, it's not my cousin Marvin's toothbrush. My cousin Marvin's cool. He gets me my games. So anyways, we're going to clean that off real good. Get that all looking good. And then get this back in the machine, and then we'll get onto the Molex connectors. I'm just drying off the, I don't really need to, do I? Because it's alcohol. It's 92%. I just want to get all the crap I just scrubbed off of it. There's my jumper job. Like I said, it will do the job. It does the trick. It's not going to harm anything. It's not going to zap anything. It's not going to do anything. It's just, this is what you do when you got bad boards. You got to jumper them. And we just want that to dry off. But by the time we get all the Molex connectors and everything, that will be dry. So let's get on to the machine. Put this back in the machine, and we'll get on to the Molex connectors. Alright, the board is back in the head, and I'm going to tell you why I'm replacing this one connector. If I can get it into view. You can't really see it, but this connector right here, this is where it plugs into. And remember I said that this post right here had very little continuity on it when I had to scratch it back and forth. As you can see, this connector, it's dark on the end there, and it's yellowing. And you can see in here it's a little different colored, and this end is a little different colored also. So you can see right there, right up on the top. I don't know if you can see it too good. I can't zoom in anymore without moving the camera. You can see right up there, it's dark. So that plugged into that, and that's how that was. And that's where our crusty connector was, right here. So we are replacing this whole connector here because we just don't do one. These are special connectors where it, I forgot what it's called, slice and grab or something. But I don't have any right now. When I take it off, I'll show you at the end of the video. But the wire from the factory, it just pushes down into the top of the connector, and there's like blades that are like this, and that wire pushes down into them like that, and it actually cuts the wire and holds the wire at the same time. And it was a good connection for back in the day, but now we are going to actually use crimp connectors where we strip the wire and crimp it and slide it into a new connector. So I'm going to do all these off camera because I don't have any room and you're not going to see anything. But this big harness here, I'm going to do right in front of you so we can see it all together. So I'm going to move the camera and get to work and do these off camera, and then we'll do this one together and plug it in. Alright, we're back. We're going to get these last two connectors done. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see this because it's hard for me to work in here. Let me see if I can get you up a little higher to look down at me. Alright. Right here. Okay, yeah, I think you can see. We're going to strip this just a little bit. About there. There's the last two connectors. Alright. Now we're going to twist the wires. Get a good twist on them. Just so when we stick it in connectors, the crimpers, it works. Okay. These are the ratchet style crimpers. Alright, we're going to put the connector in from this side. Hopefully you can get that. And we're going to push it up just till we hear one click. Alright, now that will hold it in the connector. And I will take the one wire. I don't know how good you're going to see that. But I'm going to put the wire in just, let's do this one since it wants to be in the way. We'll put it in just so the insulation gets in there a little bit. There. And clamp it down all the way. And then that. Perfect crimp. Now that we can take and push into here. And that will lock it in. Did I put it in backwards? Yes, I did. Hope I didn't break it. Let's just cut that off and put a new one on. Once I put it in there backwards. Can't believe it. The first time on video. Actually, the first time I screw one up, it's on video. First time. Alright. Where's my cutter? There we go. I'm going to cut that off. First time I do it on video, I screw up. First time I do one, I screw up. Alright, wire strippers. I got a little extra on that one. I know they say don't do too much, but it's okay in the connector from what I've seen. One click. There we go. It's in there good. It's in there tight. Okay, now we're gonna put it into there. This time we're gonna put it in there right. Again, I'll put it in there backwards. Oh my God. Again. I can't believe, you guys make me nervous. Can you believe that? You totally are making me nervous. But as you can see, I'm human, and we all make mistakes. I don't know why I'm doing these ones backwards. I don't get it. It's because you guys are watching me. You're just making me so nervous. The other ones I did flawlessly. Alright. This time I'm going to make pretend you're not even here. Nope. Don't see you. Don't hear you. See? You were making me nervous. Alright, last one. And we put it in there. Little insulation. Crimper. Bada zing, bada boom. This time we go like that. And I'll put it right in there. There we go. There we go. And I bet you I did it backwards, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh man. Put them all in backwards. Like I said, you guys make me totally nervous. But at least they come out easy. Just push in there and you pull. I went backwards because I was going by the others. This is why you always double check your work. You won't screw up like me. There we go. One goes in there. And we'll go into 3. And then we'll go into 6. And then we'll go into 7. There. Because 1 is up here, and then 8 is down there. 9 is down there. 1 and 2 are yellows. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are yellows. 6, 7, 8, 9 are white and yellows. So ta-da. Alright, I'm going to turn you off and get this all buttoned back together. And then show you the GI if it works. Like I said, the customer doesn't even remember if the GI ever worked on this machine. And you've seen it, there was all these hacks here. I'm just correcting the hacks now, and we're gonna see if my corrections fixed it or if there's something else wrong with the machine. So I'll be right back. Look at that, we got GI, buddies. The game's got GI again. Look at that. We have general illumination. We have general illumination. I am so happy I could almost cry. That's my fake funny smile. But yeah, we have general illumination again. I'm sure the customer is going to be tickled pink about that. I know I am. Like I said, these schematics are a blessing. As long as you can follow them and everything like that, you are all set and golden. So now our next step would be to rip this apart. But we have a new display coming. Because remember, display is kind of goofed up. I'm hoping it's just a display and not a board issue. But yeah, we have GI. Alright, I guess that's it for this video. Follow us on Mark's Basement Arcade on Facebook. Subscribe, because you just saw GI skip Return from the Dead. Like the video, because you know you were happy as I am about getting these lights back on. And I guess that's about it. Thanks again. 2 thumbs up. Later.